आणि केव्हापासून आपण आतुरतेनं वाट पाहत होतो की आपले जे मान्यवर आहेत त्या मान्यवरांचं स्पीच कधी होईल आणि ते कधी येतील आणि आपल्यासमोर आपले व्ह्यूज मांडतील. पण त्याआधी मी माझा पर्सनल एक्सपिरियन्स आय वुड लाईक टू शेअर दॅट जेव्हा फ्लड सिच्युएशन कोल्हापूरमध्ये आलेली, यावेळचा जो फ्लड होता तो अतिशय गंभीर होता आणि त्यावेळेला कोणतीही मीडिया किंवा कोणतेही पॉलिटिशियन पार्टी फ्लड विक्टिम्सपर्यंत पोहोचण्याआधी आपली फॅमिली पोचली होती सर तिथे लोकांच्या मदतीसाठी. माणसंच नाही तर जनावरांची सुद्धा त्यांनी इथं जपणूक केलेली आहे आणि अतिशय उत्कृष्ट कामगिरी त्यांच्यामुळे कोल्हापुरामध्ये लाखो लोकांना जीवनदान मिळालेलं आहे आणि सोबतच जनावरांचा सुद्धा जीव वाचलेला आहे. तर अशा कोल्हापूरच्या आराध्य दैवताला मी विनंती करू इच्छिते की त्यांनी यावे आणि आपले व्ह्यूज इथं आमच्यासमोर प्रस्थापित करावे.
Are you from Kolhapur?
Yes.
What's your name?
Aishwarya Pawar.
Aishwarya Pawar. His Excellency Shri Ali Khani, Consul General of Iran, Consul General of Afghanistan, Consul General of Ethiopia, Shri Vishwajay Khanvilkar, the coordinator for this program over here, Shri Joshi, and all the members of the Global India Business Forum who have come to attend here today. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I am very happy indeed to be amongst the August gathering today over here, consisting of many foreign delegates, foreign council generals, and leading industrialists from Kolhapur and all over Maharashtra. Today, I'll first take you a little bit back into history, and then, because I don't know much of business myself, so I'll take you back into history first. So as you know, we have 3 Consul Generals over here today from Ethiopia, Afghanistan, and Iran. And about Ethiopia, I know that much. It has also had a long history, and one of the emperors, Selassie, was one of the longest living emperors in the world, whose empire was taken up, conquered by the fascists from Italy, and which area was liberated by the troops from India during the 1930s, and in which a leading battalion from this area, the 2nd battalion from this area, participated right from Ethiopia through they went even up to Egypt and Libya. This particular battalion, there's a 2nd Maratha battalion, was instrumental in liberating Ethiopia, and one of the biggest battles was fought in Keren. You must be knowing Keren, I suppose. The fort of Keren also. And my father, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj, had joined this battalion because this was the foremost battalion during the Second World War. And they went on to fight not only in Ethiopia, but right up to Libya. And also we have heard of famous runners from Ethiopia. One of them was Bikila. He was the marathon runner in Rome in 1960. He won the gold medal in the Olympics over there. And he won the 26-mile course barefooted. And since then, Ethiopia has produced many excellent athletes who went on winning. Bikila went on to win the second Olympic marathon at Tokyo in 1964. So he was the only marathon winner who had made a double, and as far as I know. So it's a country full of lively people, healthy people, winning marathons all the time, long distance races all the time. And I think we must learn something from them, how to keep on winning such good races. Similarly, we'll come to trade later. We have had a long-standing association with both Iran as well as Afghanistan. The route of trade from Europe to India was through Iran and Afghanistan. And so the connections between Iran and Afghanistan have been there for a long time, very long time. Even Alexander passed through these areas from Iran and Afghanistan and then into Punjab. Of course, he stopped at Punjab and returned from there. And so trade in those days, from say 2,500 years, 2,300 years, has been going on. And we have also had good and bad relations also. One of the finer points would be that, Emperor Aurangzeb, he had a son called Akbar, who had rebelled against him. And of course, Aurangzeb defeated him, and he had to seek asylum in South India with Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, who was the Chhatrapati at that time, Shivaji Maharaj's son. And he was his guest for quite some time before he decided to go to Iran. So Chhatrapati Raja Maharaj arranged for his going to Iran from Rajapur, where he went back to Iran, from where his mother also came. And so that is a relationship at that time during Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj's time. Still later, a delegation came from Iran in the, I think around in the first half of the 18th century, and it came right to Kolhapur. It was a delegation to Kolhapur. I don't know whether it was just a trade delegation or a political delegation, that I don't know, but it had come. And the leader of the delegation presented the Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj of Kolhapur with a sword as a present, which is still in our museum over here, which is not known to many people, but you can still go and see it over there. It is the emperor or the king of that time Iran was Shah Abbas, which I found from the Consul General, that he knew him also. I mean, he read about him. So, good. So they all know their own histories. And this is the relationship between, this was a direct relationship between Kolhapur and Iran. With Afghanistan also, which is much even closer to India, we have also had a checkered relationship. And many of you know that one of the most famous Gandhian was Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, who even got Bharat Ratna from the government of India. And he was from Afghanistan, and he lived during in pre-independence time, and he died much later in India or Afghanistan, I don't know, but he lived for a long time. And he was one of the greatest friends of Afghanistan in India. And also, not only that, he followed the Gandhian way of life. And if he was living throughout, maybe the history of Afghanistan would have been different. But unfortunately, but still he gave us a direction. He gave the Afghanistan people a direction of peace and a Gandhian way of life. Now coming to your main thing, that is your, this is your Global India Business Forum, in which it looks that countries from nearer to India have come over here in search of trade and industry and trade and exchange of ideas also at the same time. And so I'm sure this August gathering over here today must have deliberated a lot to find ways and means to increase business today. Business means more interaction between people, and when people interact between themselves, they come closer to each other, they know each other, they understand that people of the world are the same everywhere. They need not distinguish from one another. And business naturally also helps you in bringing out the human spirit that is intrinsic in all of you. So I'm sure such global business activities, interaction between different countries will henceforth increase and improve the atmosphere in India and in the neighboring countries, and from which people can come together and live as brothers and friends and trade and live freely all over. With this, I thank the organizers of the Global India Business Forum for inviting me for this program and giving me an opportunity to talk to their excellencies from these three countries, as well as their delegates and all of you over here. Thank you very much.
And here, I would like to call upon stage Mrs. Gadkari to vote of thanks.
We have come to the end of this event, today's event. Good evening, all. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the awardees for winning today's award. On behalf of Global India Business Forum, I would express my gratitude to Shreemant Chatrapati Shahu Maharaj for coming and gracing the function. Because of his attendance, today's function has achieved greater heights. I would also like to thank all the three Consul Generals from Ethiopia, Mr. Ambulu, Consul General of Iran, Mr. Ali Khani, Consul General of Afghanistan, Mr. Nasim Sharifi. Also, I would like to thank all the I would like to thank Mr. Abdul Nafi Sharwari, Commercial Attaché of Afghanistan, Mr. Mohammad Mirami, and Tessa Marifi, First Secretary of Ethiopia. I would like to thank our media partners, Pudari and Tomato FM, who have helped us to promote this event. Lastly, I would like to thank all the members who have attended today's function. I would like to thank all the associations who have supported us. Also, my thanks to Mr. Vishwavijay Khanvilkar and Ms. Vaijanta Chaugle for their support for this event. I would like to thank the Impressions team who has done the whole setup of this event, the Sayaji Hotel management team, and thanks all for your support. Before we end this program, I would like to invite all the awardees on the stage for a group photograph with the guests.
Once again, a very big congratulations to all the awardees.